how are you all doing today out there on Facebook? I hope you're all doing well on this beautiful day. Today I want to talk about how to have more grit in your career and how to really be able to sustain those downswings, those dips, whether it's in your poker game or your entrepreneurial ventures, to be able to get from point A of starting your business to really where you get that exponential growth. But you have to have the grit, the passion, the perseverance to get there. So I'm going to tell you today my secret to having that and having it with much more ease, not having to grit your teeth through your business, right? So I hope that sounds valuable today. If it is, I would love for you to hit me with a like. If you're watching live, comment 1. If you're watching on the replay, comment 2. I'm just going to share this in my group. If you guys could comment so that I know that the comments are working on my phone, that would be awesome because sometimes they don't. So I'm just going to share this in my group while you guys do that. If you're not in my group, look up Manifestation Unchained Facebook group. We just passed 1,000 members. So, okay, here we go. Let me share this real quick. Share to a group. Sorry, guys. Okay, so give me those comments. Let me know you're on. I don't see them yet, so hopefully they're working. I'll go to my profile and make sure they are. But let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I want to talk about grit, which has been called the #1 quality that will make or break you as an entrepreneur. So being able to really bounce back from each failure, each disappointment, but what I'm about to tell you is going to really help you stay the course even when it gets hard. And I also want to tell you guys some games that I play with the universe to help me get through those tough days in your business. So my name is Lily Newhouse. If this is your first time, let me know watching me. I am really excited to be here. I am a money mindset and manifestation coach for entrepreneurs and poker players. So comment if you're on live, 1, 2 on the replay. Let me know. We're all good. Let me know you can hear me. That would be super awesome. Thank you. So what is grit? So Angela Duckworth wrote the book on grit, literally, and she defines grit as passion and perseverance for long-term goals. So it's really that being able to get back up again when you get knocked down in your business or in your ventures that you're doing in your life, your business, your passions. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. It's that kind of thing, but it doesn't have to be tough. It doesn't have to feel that hard. It doesn't have to be gritting your teeth through your business to try to get to where it feels good. It gets to feel good the whole time. It doesn't have to be that dragging yourself through your day-to-day tasks. You really get to build your business and your career out of a place of alignment and feeling good, and also being able to have that grit and that passion to do what it takes in your business. So true grit is going to take you from failure to failure, from failure to success, from breakdown to breakthrough, right? It's going to take you from those places where you're in the muck in your business to be able to really get through that to the other side, to those moments where it feels good. So this is really only possible if you have a really big reason to do it, right? And this is what I call your unchained vision. You have to really have this vision that is so real to you, so important to you, so much of a driving factor that allows you to get through those moments. So your unchained vision. And it's a vision, it's a calling, it's the intersection of your passions and your aptitudes. It's your greater purpose. And I think a lot of us, especially in the entrepreneurial space, really feel this pull towards a greater purpose, which is why we choose this path towards financial freedom. So this is really the kind of stuff that we talk about when we talk about like your why, right? So if you want to live a life of success, you really have to find your purpose. You really have to have a really fucking good reason to get through the hard days of your business, right? And so to be able to do that requires you to have a really big fucking why, right? what I call your unchained vision. That vision that you're not even sure it makes sense. You don't see how it's ever going to be possible. You think it's asking too much. You think people like you don't get to have that. That is the vision that gets you through the day-to-day that's hard in your business. You have to have conviction. You have to be chasing your purpose. And by doing that, it doesn't mean necessarily that your purpose has to be your exact business. Like maybe your purpose in life isn't to be a bookkeeper, right? But maybe your purpose in life isn't to make jewelry. But maybe what your purpose is to do something that financial freedom will allow you to do when you're able to get through the day-to-day of your business. But there's a key piece that's missing when people talk about your why. And that's the fact that you can't just know it cognitively. You have to emotionally, you have to viscerally connect in as many ways as possible with what that would really be like to be able to have the drive to get there. So what you get to do is kinds of exercises and practices that allow you to really connect. And I know that that sounds boring, but I'm not talking about journal entries. I'm talking about car shopping. I'm talking about condo shopping. I'm talking about doing these kinds of things that put you in the space, in the energy, in the vibration of where you're headed. Because when you're in the vibration of where you're headed, your reality calibrates to it because you become the person who's already there. You become that person who is able to create that thing. But the key piece that people are missing when it comes to motivation and grit and your big why is making it really real. So one of the things I do, this is my secret to having grit in your business, okay, right here. So when you want to manifest something, you have to really connect to why it's so important, right? Because manifestation also takes effort on our part, and it's not always easy. Things aren't always easy, right? So the way that you get into the vibration of having what you want so that you're able to get through that, have that increased grit that feels passionate instead of like it's dragging you down, is to really make that why, that unchained vision real. So one thing I did the other day was, I think it was about a week ago, I had to cancel a trip. And I canceled the trip because there was a lot going on and stuff and it was just too much, but I really felt this pull, like, I know that I want a second property for my son and I to get out more in nature, right? I know that I want this. Now, do I have the funds in my bank account to just buy a second property right now? No, I don't. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to make it real for myself so that I have the grit to get through everything that I need to do to manifest the life that I want and the vision that I want. So I went condo shopping. I literally looked at a mountain near my house and found a condo there, and I went to tour the condo, right? You have to make it real. Something we do all the time, my son and I, is we go test drive cars that he likes. You know, it's having that vision that will get you through the day-to-day of business. But when you're able to connect to it and make it real, whether it's driving the Tesla and really envisioning that, and then having that be able to get you from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm, right? For you to be able to overcome that discouragement, because we're all human, we all get discouraged, right? We all have downswings, we all have breakdowns. We're not always gonna have days that are easy. And in fact, a lot of us have more days that are hard than days that aren't, right? This is kind of the human condition in a certain way. But when you are on the path and you're really connected to your unchained vision for who you are, the impact that you get to create, and who you get to be, the life you get to have, the time you get to have, the relationships you get to have, when you're really viscerally connected to those things, you are able to withstand the ups and downs of business. And really finding that purpose, that super big vision, that unchained why, that really good reason to go through from failure to failure to get to the other side, to where the results aren't linear and the results aren't dipping up and positive and negative. The results are exponential because you made it to that place. You made it to the point where things take off because you had the grit to get through the part where you have to just have the faith. where you have to just trust that it's possible. So my secret to having more grit is to get really in touch with your unfucking chained vision for life, even if that means you have to go condo shopping or test drive Teslas. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I would love for you to smash that like button, drop a 1 in the comments if this was valuable for you. I would love that. Share it with a friend. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you all soon.